Okay guys, so in this video I will teach you how you can lower your credit utilization. So your ideal utilization will be under 10%, but I highly recommend you stay around 3 to 5%. Now the more utilization, it's going to also hurt your chances of getting approved for a loan or credit card. So I'm gonna do an example, right? I have a calculator. So let's say you have a $10,000 credit card and you maxed out half of it, so that's $5,000. Your utilization is 50%. So if you do this, right, if you have a 750 score, for example, this can lower your score by 80, 60 points, okay? That's a lot. So you can go from a 750 to a 680 or less. So how do we lower this utilization? You can apply for another credit card. So let's say you get another credit card. All right, boom, now it's 25% and your score is gonna hover around 700. So most likely, sometimes you can't get approved every time. So that's why I recommend you add a trade line. So you can add an authorized user or a primary trade line. So let's say you add an authorized user for $10,000, it's gonna lower 25%. And most of the time they won't have a balance. So if you get, for example, a $30,000 authorized user or primary trade line, it's gonna lower a lot. So how do we lower this under 10%? Well, we just add multiple trade lines. So let's say you add 2. So around 2 of these should be good. If you want to go under that, which is what I recommend, then I recommend you add a $50,000 to a $100,000 trade line. So that can be auto, mortgage, credit cards. Yeah, so let's say you max out your entire card. Yeah, you max out your entire card and you want to go under 10%, you would need at least to add a $100,000 trade line, 30 to 50. So let's see what happens if you do 50,000. Will it lower it? Almost 5%. But we actually do want under 5% for credit approvals. So let's say we add, okay, so you're gonna have to add, if you max out your credit card, you're gonna have to add 2 $100,000 trade lines, but you can just stick with under 10%. But if you want a better credit score, I recommend under 5%. So for example, primary trade lines, you're gonna, for example, I'm on Trade Network. You can buy multiple accounts. The best bet to make it easier is just add a auto trade line. So your best bet will be adding a $250,000 auto trade line or higher. So for example, if you do 250, for example, let's add another 50. So yeah, this is really good. You want to be around 3%. So this will be, your credit score should be around a high 700 to 800 score. And of course, if you add a way more trade lines, you'll be under that percentage, which can increase your approval rates and boost your credit score to even more. So yeah, that's what I recommend. You add as many as you can, but if you only use, for example, some of your credit card, a third of it, then you probably only need to add about a $50,000 trade line. So a $50,000 trade line, which isn't, that bad. It'll cost you maybe a couple $100. But yes, so this is what I want to teach you guys for today. Just add high limit trade lines, and the history doesn't really matter. Check out the links below, and I'll see you next video.